A monster, the true embodiment of rage, built for nothing but pure destruction and the death of everything that lives. That is the Hulk.
I am truly sorry for what we've had to do. But we had no choice. When you get angry, Bruce, when you're overcome by rage, you are a force of destruction.
A force of destruction. The personification of death. That's what the Avengers believe him to be. That's what the Illuminati believes him to be. Nothing more than a force of nature. But to some, the Hulk was a savior.
All kingdoms, and through his blood shall restore life to all of Sakaar. O most divine creator, deliver to us our savior, the Sakaarson.
A monster outcast to a faraway land, a planet that was supposed to be desolate, but he was knocked off course. And now he's doing what he does best, fighting for his survival. But of course, like all things with Hulk, it only gets worse. He's been kidnapped, trapped, and forced to do the one thing he doesn't want to. Fight. Hulk had landed on a planet called Sakaar, ruled by this red leader who believed anybody he deemed unworthy to be sent as gladiators to fight, even if they didn't want to. And that doesn't sit well with the Hulk. Not one bit. So he does what he does best. Killing a beast the Red King thought was invincible, he gained the ire of the Hulk, and he wanted to test the beast for himself, so he suited up in his armor and tried to fight the Hulk. But the Red King does not fight fair, and when blood was drawn, he sent in his royal guard, Charater.
You're strong, slave, but you're no match for—
And of course, Hulk tries his best, fighting as he might, but between being double-teamed and the puck on his chest, he's beaten. All Hulk has ever wanted is to be left alone, but everyone drags him into fight after fight after fight. Yet, throughout all of this, Hulk still maintains one goal, and that's to protect the others around him, his fellow slaves as the Red King calls them, even when an insurmountable metal beast causes him to bleed. But Hulk flies into a rage, tearing the beast apart from the inside out, willing to do whatever it takes to destroy this metal monstrosity. And through his sacrifice, life continues to prosper. But the Red King didn't like this at all, so he sends Charater, not in an attempt to fight the Hulk, but to talk to him, to try and show him why the Red King is so revered. He had once come down and saved them from a terrible plague, one that caused family members to kill each other.
Survive their attacks, though.
It was the Red King, through his metallic robots and fire, who had saved Charater from what would have been a certain death, and that's why she reveres him so much, believes him to be so great. So Charater offers Hulk the one thing he had always wished for, to be left alone and in peace, as long as he stayed away from the Red King and didn't threaten his rule.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. Tell your king I'm not going anywhere. If he wants to kill me, he'll have to do it in the arena in front of everyone.
So Hulk decides to stay and continues to fight, in the hopes that one day the Red King will face him himself. But in the meantime, he has to fight a familiar face, Beta Ray Bill. It doesn't go so well in a traditional stand-up fight, so Hulk improvises.
You broke the disc. I'm free.
But the Hulk didn't care. He didn't care that Beta Ray Bill was free. He only cared about being what everybody called him. A monster. A destroyer. A killer. Even the crowd slowly turned against their champion. And yet, all it took to bring him back was somebody to remind him of what he actually is. Not a killer. So the Hulk lets Beta Ray Bill live, even as the Red King tries to kill them. For winning, Hulk's decision to spare Beta Ray Bill seems to pay off quite well, as he wasn't having any more of the Red King's shit either.
No more slaves! Just free people! Tied only by the bonds they have chosen! Claim your freedom!
With his freedom given to him, the Hulk decided to do what he wanted the most, to be left alone. But Kyra wouldn't let him. The Red King still wanted the Hulk's head, wanted him gone and dead. So Kyra and the Hulk were forced to fight once again, until the spikes returned. They were dispersed throughout the air, sent upon the unwilling population of the Red King, looking to destroy once again, mutating and mutilating everybody in their path. Kyra had abandoned her fight with Hulk so she could go save her people, and Hulk was left with two choices. He could run, be alone, finally at peace. But there was his token that said he was more, that he could be something more here. And so he did what he thought was right, and even to the detriment of himself, he came to save the day. But there were far too many of them. They began to infect him with their disease, mutating him into something even more monstrous. All of this to find out it was the Red King's fault.
I know, I sent them.
The King launched a bioweapon against his own people, all to kill the Hulk. That didn't sit right with Kyra, so she hatched a plan.
Don't look so glum, Lieutenant. This is a great day for all of Sakaar.
In his hubris, the Red King wanted to behead the Hulk live to all of his subjects. But what he failed to account for is that the Hulk can't die. So the Hulk and the Red King win a few rounds, and well, I think you can guess who comes out on top of this fight. But instead of killing the Red King himself, the Hulk decides to leave him to his people. And they deliver poetic justice.
It's not me you have to fear.
No!
The king had been given the very own bioweapon that he had sent to be used on his subjects. How fitting for him to be burned for his crimes. And on that day, Hulk had found something that nobody could have ever imagined. He had found a home, a wife in Kyra, a people that didn't fear him, but revered him. They rejoiced at his sight, because to them, he had healed their world. He had made it whole again. Through his blood and his sacrifice, he became their savior.